Welcome, my dear student. Today I am explaining the missed class. Let us see the missed class. Okay. So this is also very important. You should have to learn this concept. This is a applet life cycle, applet skeleton. We missed this applet architecture. Now this complete applet skeleton or applet life cycle. Let us see. This is a missed class. I will post. Uh, you will just watch as your convenience time, and this is a very important topic. This question is asked for the 5 marks. So this is applet architecture. Architecture means you have to write the skeleton of applet or applet life cycle. Every applet inherits a set of default behaviors from an applet class. If you observe here, every applet inherits some of a functionality behavior. Default behavior means functionalities. So where it will derives from applet class. As a result, when an applet is loaded, it undergoes a series of changes in its state. So it means whenever you run your applet program, the program will starts and changes several stages, right? Let us see what are the series of changes will happen in your applet. First one is initialization. So these methods are used in your applet lifecycle. So initialization means to init method you are using. By using this init method, whatever the variables or whatever the object you are initializing by using this init method. And next one is the running method. If you want to start an applet, you are calling this start method. And the display, if you want to display the content of an applet, already you are familiar. Now you are using paint method. Okay. And to stop an applet temporarily, is observe, it is not a permanent stop. Okay. It means whenever you get a call, then what you will do, if you are playing a game, if you got a call, then what you are doing, you are pausing your game and you are attending your calls, right? In the same sense, if you want to suspend temporarily a running applet, then you have to supposed to use stop method. And dead or destroy state, it indicates it completely closing your applet program. Okay. No further action will be happen if you call this destroy method. Now let us see what are the methods of an applet. First one is init method. By using this init method, you are initializing the applet. And second one is the start method. By using this start method, you are starting your applet program. It indicates running of your applet programs. Paint method is used to display the content, and stop method is a temporary stopping. And destroy method, and is used to destroy. It is used to destroy means completely closing your applet program. Okay. These 5 methods can be assembled into skeleton as shown here. So whenever you are writing a code, you are identify these skeletons, these codes in your applet programs. So let us see this sample program. In this sample program, it doesn't do anything, but it will give us an idea what it exactly will do, right? So first you are using import java.awt.star package, import java.applet.star package. These are the compulsory packages we are supposed to use. And next we have to write the code. Please make a note, even if it is in the comment line, you have to write this comment code as it is. If you are not write the comment code, then applet is not initialized or applet will not display on your browser. Okay. Got it. Now here it consists of an applet tag. In the applet tag, it consists of a code attribute. In the applet tag, it consists of the code attribute. For this value you are supposed to providing, what is the value you are providing? Class file. Okay. Compiled Java source code class file you are passing. What is this? Applet scale. What is this applet scale? This class compiled file. Okay. And you are specifying the width and height of your browser. So this is should be compulsory present. If this comment section is not present in your program, then your applet program won't execute. Okay. Now I am writing the class. So what is the class? I am declaring the class as public, and the name of the class is applet scale. Extends applet means this class is inheriting the features of an applet. Okay. Now I am using first method. That first method is public void init method. In the init method, by using this init method, you are initializing the content of your applet. Okay. Whatever the variables or whatever the objects you are using, you have to initialize. Then every initialization will be done in this method. And second, call after init, also called whenever applet is restarted. Whenever the applet is restarted, then once again you are initializing the values. Okay, once again you are calling the init method whenever you restart your applet method. And next our method is a public void start. So this start method indicates the running of your applet. You are running execution of your applet programs. Okay, it starts a resume execution, and by using this you are executing your applet program. Okay, and next public void stop. If you are calling the stop method, means your applet is a temporarily stopping. Your applet is a temporarily stopping. Okay, not as a permanent stopping, it is only temporary stopping. Okay, so as we have told previous example. And next public void destroy. By using this destroy method you are completely closing running applet. And next you are using public void the paint graphics g. This is by using this method you are displaying the content. What you are doing, you are displaying the content. Okay, now although this skeleton does not do anything, it can be compiled and run. Even though the skeleton doesn't do anything, you can compile and run. Thus, it can be used as a starting point of an applet that you create. That you create. Okay. So just a minute. How to resize my window? Okay. Now let me explain my program. Yes. Okay. Now applet initialization and termination. Let us see. It is important to understand the order in which various methods shown in skeleton are executed. First one is the init method. Second one is the start method, and third one is paint method. Initialization, running of your applet program, and paint method. Paint method is used to display when an applet is terminated, the following sequence of a method can take place. Okay, let us see. Whenever applet begins, these methods 1 to 3 method is using. If you want to stop or permanent stop, then you are using the following methods. What is the first method? First method is the stop method. By calling this stop method, you are temporarily stopping, you are temporarily halting your execution program. Okay, and second one is the destroy method. By using this destroy method, you are permanently closing your execution of an applet program. Let us look more closely at these methods. Okay, first init method you will call only once or whenever you are restarting your applets. Okay, the init method is the first method to be called, and this init method your applet will initialize variables and perform any other startup activities. So all these are the points related to applet architecture only. Okay, you have to write this skeleton, and next you are getting one figure. That figure is also you have to supposed to draw. Yes, let us see. So this is the activity of init method. In this, whatever the variables or whatever the startups you are using, it can be initialized. And the second method is a running method. If you want to run your applet, you have to supposed to use start method. Okay, by calling this start method, it will work after the init method. It also called to restart an applet after it has been stopped. If you temporarily suspend your running applet, if you want to restart it, then you have to supposed to call start method itself only. Okay, such as when the user returns to a previously displayed web page that contains an applet. Here an example is given. Whenever you are navigating, it will load the entire information of the page, right? If you stop viewing, then it temporarily suspend. So whenever it is activate, whenever you scrolls your web page, at that time it will activates. Got it? So scrolling of your web page is nothing but you restarting, right? Likewise you can take it. Thus, start might be called more than once during the life of a applet. So that is why in start method can be called more than once in your life cycle of an applet. And next one is a display method. Display method invokes paint method. You can be display the content of an applet more than once. It happens immediately after the applet enter into the running state. When this display method will execute, this paint method will be execute whenever it start executing. Whenever it starts executing running state, at that time the content of output will be displayed. Okay, it is responsible for displaying output. And fourth, idle. So temporary stopping, it invokes a stop method more than once. Invoke stop method more than once. It is invoked when the applet is stopped from running. So by using this stop method, you are temporarily stopping the running applet. For example, it occurs when we leave a web page. Okay, already I told in the running start method, If you stop navigating the web page, it will remain an idle until your interaction. Right. Remember, a call to a stop does not mean that applet should be terminated, because it might be restarted with a call to start if the user returns to the page. Okay. So stop doesn't mean applet should be terminated. It might be restarted whenever you call the start method of an applet. And fifth one is the destroy dead state invokes destroy method. It calls only once. By using this destroy method, an applet is no longer needed, no longer run. Okay, no longer needed means if you once finish your task, then you will close, your browser, right? So closing of a browser doesn't start until unless you open it. Got it? Yes. So it is used to perform any shutdown operations. So hence this destroy method is called for shutdown of any operation of the applet. Let us see the applet lifecycle diagram. Here begin to start the to begin the applet, we have to use the init state. Init state indicates the newborn state. Newborn state means it is begin, and when it is initialized, it will call start method whenever it is born. A start method is called. Start method is causes running of an applet. That running of an applet causes to display the content by using the paint method. The running of an applet causes a temporarily stop method, and automatically it will go to an idle state. Whenever the idle state has went, if you want to restart your an applet, once again you have to call the start method. Once you call the start method, the waiting applet will continue its running. Whenever it starts continue executing its applet program, then it continuously display the content. Okay. And once if you stop your executing program temporarily, you can start it. If you stop it permanently by calling the destroy method, then further no applet program will execute. Okay. Yes. So requesting repaint method, this is also one of our important 2 marks question. It has been asked in your previous question paper, so you have to give more attention on this. Whenever your applet needs to update information display in its window, it's called simply repaint method. Okay. Whenever your applet needs to update means it has to redisplay. Then at that time, the information displayed in its window will be repaint. Repaint means redisplay. Okay, refreshing. The repaint method is defined by the AWT component class. Whatever the repaint method you are using, the information related to this repaint method, whatever the possible information will be provided in this AWT's component classes. Okay, so in the AWT component classes, it has provided the meaning of repaint method. It causes the runtime system to execute a call to your applet's paint method. So it causes your runtime system to execute a call to your applet's paint method. For example, if a part of your applet needs to output a string, it can store this string in a string variable and then call repaint method. If you observe the example, if a part of your applet needs to output a string, okay, if you want to display a string, it can store this string in a string variable and then call repaint method. So the string can be stored in the string variable and then calls the repaint method. And inside the paint, you will output the string using drawstring method. If you want to display the string by calling the repaint method, you have to supposed to call paint method only. Even if you are calling the repaint method, it will be work based on paint method. Okay. In the paint method, we are having drawstring method. By using that drawstring method, this repaint method will be executed. Let us see the simplest version of repaint method. Here the syntax is given: void repaint off, void repaint off. Okay. Another version of repaint method is specifies a reason that will be repainted. Void repaint int left comma int top comma int width comma int height. So these are the another version. Second syntax of your repaint method. It consists of left top width height, left top width and height to display your content in upper left region with specifying width and height. So the content can be displayed from upper left right. This is a upper left right. This is an origin right. It can be treated as in a left top. Okay, so the dimension of pixel, the dimension are specified in pixels. Whatever the dimensions you are using, it can be specified in pixels. And the next our method is update method. This is also very very important question. It has asked in 2 marks as well as a 4 marks question, so you have to give more attention on this. Next one is update method. There is another method that relates to the repainting called update, that your applet may want to override. So if you are using this update method, whatever the painting, whatever the content is displaying, it will be overrides. Okay, overrides means it may be either adds or it may be refresh. Okay, refresh the content with updated information. Okay, this method is defined by a component class. If you are using this method also, the the information related to this update as specified in component class. So what it will do? Override. Override means whatever the earlier content as present, it will be override with new content. Okay, as you know what is the meaning of update, right? So, and it is called whenever your applet has requested that a portion of its window be redrawn. So whenever we are calling this update method, whenever the portion of our window has to request to be refreshed. Okay, to redrawn. Redrawn means redisplay. Okay, let us see the default version of update simply calls paint method. Even if you are calling this update method, even if you are calling this update method, simply it calls paint method. Simply it calls paint method. Okay, so if you are implementing the update method also, you are calling the paint method only. Okay, so paint and update are shown here. Public void update graphics G. Public void update graphics G. Here redisplay your window here, and why if you want to redisplay, you have to supposed to call paint method. Please observe here, public void paint graphics G. Public void paint graphics G. As we know, this is the display method, right? Graphics G is the display method. By using this graphics, you are calling this update method. Whenever you are updating these content, the content will be refreshed and whatever the updated information will be displayed on your browser. Okay, and here one simple program is exist. Actually it is one of a previous question paper, sorry, previous lab program. It is only for your understanding purpose. Let us understand this program. Okay, I'm not showing the execution. Import java.lang.star, import java.applet.star, awt.star. Here the comment section is placed with applet code, applet tag. Okay, applet tag code applet 3 dot class. See, please observe here, applet 3 dot class. Okay, and we are specifying the width and height. Now let us see, public class applet 3, public class applet 3 extends applet implements runnable. Here it is inheriting applet class and also it is inheriting runnable interfaces. Okay, first let us understand this program. Now what you are doing here, font f, you are declaring the font object. Okay, this is a built-in method, and for this font class you are declaring the object f, and the string variable you are creating the message. Thread object you have declared it as a null. Thread class, for you are using implement runnable, right? For thread class you are taking the object t and you are assigning it as a null. And boolean variable stop flag, this is the boolean where stop flag is a boolean variable. Now you are initializing public void init method. By using this public void init method, you are assigning, you are initializing the content, right? In the message, string message, we have already know whatever the content you are placed in double quotation is acting as a string. So now within the double quotation I have placed as St. Mary's College, Sherwood. St. Mary's College, Sherwood. Okay, so this is the string I am storing in message variable of string, and this is the built-in method set background color dot red. Automatically background will be assigned as red and set foreground color dot black. In the red background, sorry, in a red background, content will be appeared with black color. Okay, so we have initialized this and now we are starting your thread. Okay, public void start applet will be started. Now you have taken the t, you have not created, you are referring that null. Now you are creating the thread object, t is equal to new thread of this. So this class thread you are calling. Okay, you are creating thread for this class. Okay, you are creating thread for this particular class. Now stop flag is assigned as false, stop flag is assigned as false. So now you are calling t dot start. So if you calling this t dot start, automatically run method, thread run method will be execute. Okay, thread run method will be execute. T is the thread, right? So thread dot start you are calling. Now it will come here public void run. In this public void run, it consists of a character variable. In the character variable we have declared as a ch. So this is very important. Please observe here for double semicolon. For double semicolon indicates it is an infinity loop. What does it mean? It is infinity loop. Okay, in the infinity loop, this loop will be execute infinity time. Please observe here, this loop will be execute infinity time. Whenever it executing, I am writing try catch block. In the try catch block, I am repainting. What is the content purpose of repaint? To redisplay the updated information, right? Redisplay the paint method, right? Now I am creating the font object. Font object f is equal to new font. I am defining the font as Arial, style as bold, and size is 20. What is the font object I'm specifying? F. I'm creating. And what is the font face? Font face is Arial, font style is bold, and its size is 20. Now I'm setting this font F. So I'm setting this font F. Next, please observe here, with this font these messages will be set it. Okay, now here we have taken the character variable. In the character variable we are giving message dot caret of 0. So as we know, what is the purpose of caret? Caret means it is accessing a character at a position, right? What is the purpose of caret? Caret function is used to access a specified location character. So in the 0th location, which character is exist? S is exist. That will be stored in ch. Next, message is equal to message dot substring. In the message dot substring, substring is also used to extract, right? We are extracting one character. What we are extracting? One character from message dot length. So message dot length, as we know, it is a 24 or some 25 is exist, right? So in this first character is 0. You have as 0, and next you are incrementing message plus is equal to ch. Message is equal to message plus ch. Message is equal to message plus ch. Okay. So what is the first character? Yes. Okay. So that will be stored in your message. Got it? So this will continue. First I'm extracting s. Next you are incrementing the ch value. Automatically it will access the t value. It will access the character location of 1, 2, and so on. Likewise, you are displaying this content by accessing one character after another character, one character after another character, one character after another character. Okay. So that is the purpose of this message dot substring and message dot caret function. Now you are making, after that you are making thread to sleep. As we know, we are temporarily stopping the thread of 250 milliseconds. If stop flag, we are writing the condition. If stop flag, whether stop flag is true? No, because it is false, right? We have assigned here stop flag as a false. If it is false, it will skip. It will skip the break statement. It will skip the break statement. So hence it doesn't consist any error. If it consists any error, it will catch by the catch block, and the whatever the exception has occurred, it will be displayed. Okay, and this loop will be execute infinity time. So it means you are familiar in your web with marquee tag. What is the purpose of marquee tag? Movable scroll, right? A scrollable text, right? Making a scrollable text. Here is also we are doing the same logic to scroll our text by accessing character by character, character by character, character by character. Got it? If you try to run this program, then you can only understand, otherwise you won't understand. So here St. Mary's College Shirva, it is scrolling. It is continuously scrolling because it how long it will scroll until unless I close this window. Okay, so now I'm writing the public void stop method. If you call the stop method, means if you close this window, at that time stop flag becomes true, and at that time it will break. It stops. Breaks means it stops. Got it? When it will stop? Whenever you close the x button. X button indicates closing the window. Okay, at that time what you are doing, stop flag becomes a true. If the stop flag becomes a true, it will break. It will come out of the loop. Now afterwards you are writing paint method, public void paint graphics g, public void paint graphics g. So you are using graphics object g dot drawstring message, drawstring. So by using this object, you are calling the drawstring method. In the drawstring method, you are displaying the message. What is the display message consist of? St. Mary's College Shirva. Afterwards, it once again starts with s t dot. Okay. Likewise it will scrolls. Likewise it will scrolls at the height and width where x and y coordinate touches 100 comma 200. Okay, so that is the usage of your update method. It is only for your understanding purpose, it doesn't have any questions. Okay, but this update method is very very important. The updated content will be displayed. Updated content will be displayed. Now this is also very very important. This question has asked update show status as well as repeat method has asked for 6 marks, 2 marks, 4 marks. So that is why it is very very important. In addition to displaying information in its window, an applet can also output a message to the status window. So as we know, as we are familiar with the status bar, right? In your VB.NET we are familiar with status bar. By using this status bar, the content will be displayed at the status window, right? In the same sense, in addition to displaying information in its window, an applet can also output a message to the status window of the browser or applet viewer. So where it will display? It will display the status message in a browser. Browser is your working window, okay? Or applet viewer. Applet viewer is also a browser. It shows status information, status message in your status window. So to call status information, we have to use show status method. Okay, if you want to do the status window, then you have to supposed to call show status method. Okay, then this is the syntax of our show status method, which is defined in applet with the string that you want to display. It consists of some string. By using that string, the content can be displayed in your browser status window. Okay, let us see what is the general form. If you see the general form, show status is shown here. Here the show status method is shown here. Now you are seeing here void show status of string message. Void show status of string message. So this is the show status. By using this show status, it acts as a status bar information. Okay, whatever the content you are placing in this, it will be displayed at the status information. Okay, it will be displayed at the end of your browser. Okay, last line of the browser. So the following applet demonstrate a show status method. Here one of a sample example is there. By using this sample example, you will identify this show status method. Okay, now let us see. Import java.awt.star, import java.applet.star, and applet code. Applet tag is very very important. Here code attribute is important. You have to supposed to follow the name of the class. So what is the name of the class? Status window. Now we are placed in this comment. Now we are writing public class status window extends applet. Public class status window extends applet. In this you are calling public void paint graphics g. So in the graphics g, you are first displaying the content. Okay, g dot drawstring, you are displaying the content. This is an applet window 10 comma 20. So where the 10 comma 20 is x and y coordinate is touches at that is in place, it will show this is an applet window. By calling show status method, content, whatever the content placed within the show status method, it will be displayed at the end of the browser. So in this program you are seeing the content is displayed. The content is displayed in the content is displayed here, where it is displaying at the end. So it is acting as a status bar. Okay, status messages. Okay, so likewise by using this show status method, you can display the content in this show status method. Next, this is also very very 5 marks, very very important question. Passing parameter to applet. Passing parameter to an applet. Let us see. You can pass parameter to your applet. Okay, you can pass parameters to your applet. Let me see. To understand this concept, we have to suppose to use param attribute. What we have to suppose to use? Param attribute of the applet type. So if I want to pass the parameters to our applet, I have to use param attribute of the applet type, specifying the parameters name and value. It consists of parameter tag, consists of parameter name and value. We will see how it will work. Okay, so to retrieve a parameter, if you want to access the parameter value, then use the get parameter method defined by the applet. So in our applet, if I want to access the value of a param, then I have to use get parameter method. Okay, if I want to access the value of a param tag, then I have to use get parameter method. Now let us see what is the syntax of get parameter string get parameter of string param name. So this is the syntax get parameter of string param name. We will see this how it will work. It returns the value to the specified parameter in the form of string object. Whatever the value you are accessing, it will be written in the form of string. That is why it has here specified as a string. Whatever the value it may be, the value may be treated as a string. Okay, to understand this concept, here we are having one example. Please observe carefully. This is an HTML code. In the HTML code, you can incorporate it in your applet tags. Okay, so here HTML head title body, and here the h1 tag. Afterwards you are using applet tag. What is the applet tag? Applet tag consists of code. In the code you are placing the class file of your source code. What is the class file? Hello applet message. Hello applet message should be present. Okay, and height and width you are specifying within this applet tag. You are using the param tag. Please observe here, within this applet tag, this is actually comment section you are using in your program. Okay, this is your comment section which is using in your program. Got it? Yes. Now param tag I am using by in the param this applet param tag is should be placed within applet tag. Okay, param tag consists of an attribute name. For the name I am giving the greetings. For the name I'm giving the greetings. What is the value I'm specifying? Hello friend, how are you? Hello friend, how are you? Okay, so whenever you call this param name, you are calling whenever you call the name with greetings, the value this hello friend, how are you will be accessed. Okay, so this is your applet code. After that, sorry, this is your applet code, and now you are writing the class. Please observe here. Import java.applet import java.awt.star. That you should be specified these two lines. Okay, applet with these should be specified here, where we have to supposed to specify here with the comment lines. Okay, if you specify here comment lines, then you are adding one more tag, that is param tag. In the param tag it consists of two attributes. One is a name and another one is value. Now I am writing the class public class allow applet message, public class allow applet message extends applet. This class is inheriting the applet feature. Okay, now I am writing one variable. What is the name of the variable I'm using? Message as string variable. Now I'm initializing my applet by calling public void init method. Please observe carefully. Public void init, what I'm doing, message is equal to get parameter of greetings. Okay, so please observe, I'm little bit it has happened, something happened. Just copy and try. Those who are having system, you just copy and try. Okay, if you try only you can understand what it is exactly happening. So I am copying these two applets and I am placing here as a comment. Okay, here I am placing as a comment. Please observe message variable. What I am using? Get parameter. What is the purpose of get parameter? Accessing the values. Which value it is accessing? Greetings. What is this? I am passing the parameter, right? Which parameter I have passed? Name attribute I am passing. What is the name attribute? Greeting. What is the value of name attribute? Greeting. Got it? If I pause the greeting, what is the value in the greetings? Hello, hello friend, how are you? Okay, so what is the value I'm accessing in the greetings? Hello friend, how are you? Where I'm storing message. If message is equal to null, no, because it consists of a message as hello friend, how are you? Hence it will skip. Now you are displaying g.drawString. The message is hello friend, how are you? It will display 10,100 location. Okay, this is the name of a parameter specified. Please observe here, already I'm plotting here. Parameter specified in param tag. This method returns the value of parameter. Okay, so it returns the value of a parameter, and it will display hello friend, how are you? Okay, for example, if I am not used any param tag in applet code, if I'm not used param tag, if I do the same program, then what happens? If you try to call this get parameter, there is no greetings is there, it will be treated as a null. In the place of a null, it will store hello. Okay, if the condition is true, in the message it will hello, so hence hello will be stored. Got it? So that is about your parameters. passing parameters. So you just give focus on this. If you are using the param tag, you are using two more attributes, name and value attribute. Wherever the name is giving to the name of the parameter and value, the value to be retrieved for that param attribute. Okay, to retrieve the value we have supposed to use get parameter method. Hope you understand this concept, and we will meet you in the next class. This is your missed class. Kindly watch this missed class. Okay, already this applet classes is exist, and we'll explain later. Got it? Yes. Okay, see you in the next class.